Welcome to American Numismatic Finds, where we bring the fascinating world of U.S. coins to life. Today, we're exploring three amazing Jefferson Nickels, the 1996 D, 2002 D, and 2013 D. These coins may seem ordinary, but in fine condition, they hold real value and a rich history. Stay tuned as we reveal their background, unique details, and current market worth. Let's get started up the 5-cent D coin of 1996, also known as the Jefferson Nickel from the Denver Mint. This coin might look ordinary at first glance, but when preserved in fine condition, it carries both historical significance and potential value in the collector's market. Stay with us as we dive into its background, design, cultural importance, weight, key facts, rarity, current market value, and tips for collectors who want to make the most out of this small yet remarkable coin. The Jefferson Nickel series began in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel, and it has become a long-standing symbol of American coinage. The 1996 edition continued the tradition of featuring the iconic image of Thomas Jefferson, one of America's founding fathers and the third president of the United States. The Denver Mint played a key role in producing millions of these coins in 1996, marked with a bold D mint mark that distinguishes it from coins struck in Philadelphia or San Francisco. This mint mark is important for collectors because it identifies the coin's origin and, in some cases, influences its rarity and desirability. On the obverse side, commonly called the head, the coin features the familiar left-facing portrait of President Thomas Jefferson, designed by Felix Schlag. Above Jefferson's portrait, you will see the word Liberty written in a flowing script, along with the national motto, "In God We Trust," and the date, 1996, which clearly indicates its year of minting. The D mint mark from Denver is located near the date, adding to its identity. On the reverse side, or the tail, you'll find a detailed image of Monticello, Jefferson's historic Virginia estate, centered prominently. The word Monticello appears beneath the building, and surrounding the design are the inscriptions E Pluribus Unum, United States of America, and the denomination 5 cents. This combination of design elements not only honors Jefferson's contributions to American history, but also adds elegance and depth to the coin. The cultural and historical significance of this coin is remarkable. Thomas Jefferson was not just a president. He was the principal author of the Declaration of Independence, a statesman, and an intellectual who shaped the foundation of American democracy. Featuring his portrait on the coin symbolizes the values of liberty, knowledge, and leadership. The reverse side showcasing Monticello connects us to Jefferson's architectural legacy and his passion for design and innovation. Owning a 1996 Jefferson Nickel is like holding a piece of that enduring history in your hand. Now, let's look at its physical specifications. The 1996 D Jefferson Nickel weighs exactly 5 grams and has a diameter of 21.2 millimeters, made from a copper-nickel alloy that has been standard since 1946. Its smooth edge and metallic luster make it instantly recognizable to collectors and casual finders alike. These details are essential for verifying authenticity and ensuring that your coin meets original minting standards. When it comes to key facts, the Denver Mint produced a large number of these coins, but quantity does not diminish the value of those in pristine condition. Coins with sharp details, original mint luster, and no signs of wear are always in high demand among collectors. In particular, Jefferson Nickels with full steps on Monticello, meaning the steps are fully visible and sharply struck, are rare and highly valuable. The Denver Mint coins are also popular among collectors seeking to complete mint mark sets or to find varieties and error coins from that year. Rarity and condition are everything in the numismatic world. A circulated 1996 D Jefferson Nickel will generally be worth face value, but when you have an uncirculated example or one graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC, the value can rise significantly. High-grade specimens with full details and full steps can command impressive prices because they are much harder to find. So what is the current market value? For a standard circulated 1996 D nickel, it may still be worth 5 cents, but an uncirculated coin in mint state condition can range anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 depending on grade and strike quality. Exceptional examples with full steps or unique errors can reach much higher prices, sometimes even exceeding $5,000 or more in specialized auctions. That is why collectors actively seek these coins, because the right combination of condition and rarity turns an ordinary nickel into a valuable collectible. If you're a collector or someone who wants to start collecting, here are a few tips to maximize the value of your coins. Always handle them carefully using gloves or by holding the edges to avoid fingerprints and damage. Store them in protective holders or albums to prevent scratches and tarnish. Keep an eye out for proof-like qualities, full steps, and any unusual characteristics that could indicate an error coin. And most importantly, if you believe your coin is in superb condition, consider sending it for professional grading, as this adds both authentication and value when selling. In conclusion, the 1996 D Jefferson nickel is not just another piece of spare change. It is a small treasure that carries American history, artistry, and potential worth for collectors. Coins like these remind us that value often hides in plain sight. So, check your pocket change, your old collections, or family coin jars. You might have a valuable piece of numismatic history waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed learning about this rare and fascinating coin, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell for more insights into the world of rare and valuable coins. At number 2. The 2002 5-cent D coin from the United States, commonly known as the Jefferson nickel, minted at the Denver Mint. At first glance, this coin may appear like any other nickel you've come across, but when it's in fine condition, it holds a level of interest and collectible value that many people overlook. By the end of this video, you'll know why this coin is special, what makes it historically and culturally significant, and how much it could be worth in today's collector market. The Jefferson Nickel series has been an essential part of American coinage since 1938, carrying with it a strong legacy of tradition and design excellence. The 2002 version continues the classic representation of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and one of the most influential figures in American history. This particular coin was struck at the Denver Mint, indicated by the bold D mint mark near the date, which sets it apart from the coins minted in Philadelphia or San Francisco. For collectors, that mint mark is more than a small letter. It signifies origin and can affect rarity and desirability. Looking at the design, the obverse, or the head of the coin, proudly displays Jefferson's left-facing portrait. You'll notice the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," and "Liberty," positioned around the portrait, along with the year 2002 and the Denver Mint mark. Turning to the reverse side, or the tail, you'll see Monticello, Jefferson's historic Virginia estate, portrayed with impressive architectural detail. Above it is the Latin phrase E pluribus unum, and below are the inscriptions Monticello, United States of America, and the denomination 5 cents. This combination of design elements speaks to the artistry and symbolism embedded in every Jefferson nickel, representing both the man and his monumental contributions to American history. From a cultural and historical perspective, this coin carries more weight than its small size suggests. Thomas Jefferson was the principal author of the Declaration of Independence and a visionary leader whose ideas helped shape the foundation of the United States. His image on the obverse honors his legacy as a champion of liberty, while Monticello on the reverse highlights his intellect, his taste for architecture, and his deep involvement in early American life. Collectors value this coin not only for its monetary worth but also for the piece of American history it represents. The technical specifications of the 2002 D Jefferson nickel remain consistent with its long-standing standard. It weighs 5 grams, has a diameter of 21.2 millimeters, and is composed of a copper-nickel alloy that has been the industry norm for decades. Its smooth edge and metallic finish add to its familiar yet elegant appearance. These details are essential to confirm authenticity and preserve value, especially when assessing condition for grading. Now let's look at some key facts and what makes this coin interesting to collectors. While the 2002 D nickel had a relatively large mintage, not all coins were created equal. The quality of the strike, the preservation of details, and the absence of wear make all the difference in its collectible value. Coins with sharp, clear steps on Monticello, often referred to as full steps, are particularly prized because they demonstrate exceptional quality from the minting process. Proof-like strikes and coins free of marks or scratches are also highly desirable. Condition is the most important factor for determining value. A circulated 2002 D nickel will generally be worth its face value, but an uncirculated coin in mint state condition or higher can easily bring in more than face value. Coins graded MS65 or above, especially with full steps, are considered premium pieces and can fetch attractive prices at auctions or among collectors. As for the current market value, common circulated examples typically remain at $5, but well-preserved coins in high mint state grades can range from $1,200 to $1,500, and exceptional full steps examples can go beyond that, often selling for $2,000 or more depending on demand. Rare error coins from this year, though less common, can also command significantly higher prices, making them a thrilling find for collectors. If you're interested in collecting or selling this coin, here are a few essential tips to keep in mind. Always handle your coins carefully, ideally with gloves, to avoid damaging the surface. Store them in proper holders or albums to protect them from scratches and oxidation. Keep an eye out for well-struck details, especially on Monticello, and if you believe your coin is in top condition, consider getting it graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC, as professional grading adds both authentication and value. In conclusion, the 2002 Jefferson nickel is far more than a piece of loose change. It's a piece of history that connects us to the legacy of Thomas Jefferson and America's rich cultural heritage. With the right condition and attention to detail, this coin can offer collectors both satisfaction and financial reward. So, take a closer look at your spare change. You might be holding something truly valuable. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update on the coins that could be worth more than you think. At number 3. The 2013 5-cent D coin of the United States, commonly known as the Jefferson nickel, minted in Denver. At first glance, it may seem like an ordinary coin you find in everyday change, but when preserved in fine condition, this piece of history can hold remarkable significance and value for collectors. Let's dive deep into its background, design features, cultural meaning, technical details, key facts, rarity, and what makes it so desirable in the numismatic world today. The Jefferson nickel has been a cornerstone of American coinage since 1938, honoring one of the most influential leaders in U.S. history, President Thomas Jefferson. The 2013 version follows the classic design introduced decades earlier, featuring Jefferson's profile on the obverse and his iconic Monticello home on the reverse. This particular coin bears the D mint mark, showing it was struck at the Denver Mint, which is a key detail for collectors who often look for mint-specific coins to complete their sets. Even though millions of these coins were produced, the real value lies in quality and condition, making pristine examples highly sought after. Looking closely at the design, the obverse, or the head of the coin, displays a detailed left-facing portrait of President Jefferson, created by artist Felix Schlag. Around the portrait, you'll notice the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," the year 2013, and the important D mint mark that identifies its Denver origin. Turning the coin over to the reverse side, or the tail, you'll see the beautifully detailed image of Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia estate. Above the building, you find the Latin phrase E pluribus unum, which means out of many one, while the inscriptions Monticello, United States of America, and the denomination 5 cents complete the design. This elegant and meaningful combination represents both Jefferson's role in shaping the nation and the artistic tradition of American coinage. The cultural and historical importance of this coin cannot be overstated. Thomas Jefferson was a visionary leader, the principal author of the Declaration of Independence, and the third President of the United States. His image symbolizes freedom, democracy, and intellectual achievement, while Monticello reflects his contributions to architecture and his lasting legacy in American history. Owning a 2013 Jefferson nickel in excellent condition is like holding a piece of that heritage in your hand. Now let's discuss its technical specifications. The 2013 Jefferson nickel weighs exactly 5 grams, has a diameter of 21.2 millimeters, and is made from a copper-nickel alloy. Its smooth edge and metallic finish give it a distinct yet familiar feel. These details are important because they help collectors identify authentic coins and distinguish them from altered or damaged pieces. When we talk about key facts, the 2013 nickel was minted in large quantities, but only a small percentage survive in flawless condition. Coins with sharp details, clean surfaces, and no signs of wear stand out in the collector market. One of the most desirable features is the presence of full steps on Monticello, which indicates a strong and complete strike. Coins with these qualities often command premium prices because they are far less common than standard strikes. Rarity and condition are what truly drive collector demand. While a circulated 2013 nickel will usually only hold face value, uncirculated examples in mint state grades can be worth much more. Coins graded MS65 or higher, especially with full steps, are considered exceptional and highly collectible. The difference between an average coin and a top-grade example can be dramatic when it comes to value. Speaking of value, what is this coin worth today? A regular circulated 2013 D nickel is typically worth $5 to $10, but uncirculated examples in mint state can range between $300 and $1,000. Coins with full steps or those that achieve extremely high grades from professional grading services can sell for significantly higher amounts, sometimes reaching $1,200 or more. Error coins from this year, though rare, can also bring in impressive prices, making them a thrilling discovery for any collector. For anyone interested in collecting, here are some helpful tips. Always handle your coins carefully, preferably with gloves, to avoid fingerprints and scratches. Store them in protective holders or coin albums to preserve their quality. Keep an eye out for sharp details, original mint luster, and full steps on Monticello. And if you believe your coin is in outstanding condition, consider getting it graded by a reputable company like PCGS or NGC, as a certified grade can significantly increase its value and appeal in the market. In conclusion, the 2013 D Jefferson Nickel is much more than small change. It's a piece of American history, a symbol of craftsmanship, and a collectible that can hold impressive value under the right conditions. Whether you are an experienced collector or just starting out, paying attention to details like condition and rarity can turn an ordinary coin into a prized treasure. So, check your coin jars and pockets. You never know what valuable finds might be waiting for you. If you enjoyed learning about this coin, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update on rare and valuable coins.